The last couple of years have been pretty troublesome for World of Warcraft. Between the lukewarm reception for Chris Metzen's so-called World Tour saga over on retail, nearly Forgotten Realms on Season of Discovery, and mismanaged the Burning Crusade anniversary this year, it is no secret that this BlizzCon is shaping up to be the most important one yet. It will not only decide the future of World of Warcraft but the entire IP as well. The elusive Classic Plus has been covered in leaks, hinted at by content creators and even Blizzard themselves.
And that's not all we're cooking up. I can say with confidence that all Classic players across the globe have a lot to look forward to. I'm really excited to announce that... I guess we'll save that for later.
Many people are putting their hopes in this unconfirmed game to be the savior of World of Warcraft and perhaps Blizzard as a whole. Putting such huge expectations into this client sets the bar for quality and volume astronomically high for Blizzard, yet the company has been under-delivering for a good while now. Even on the version they deem to be the most important to them, where they put all the resources into, has been on a down spiral in quality assurance, content depth and storytelling even before Chris Metzen took the reins back. The recent scandals on TBC Anniversary's Nightslayer server involving the Red Empire and content creator Nightwing definitely didn't do Blizzard any favors either.
A lot of you guys are probably wondering where I've been, because I haven't been streaming a whole lot lately. Well, the truth is I've been dealing with a severe, crazy online harassment / bullying campaign against me that has, for lack of better words, made me want to disappear completely from the face of the earth. We are the content killers, the guild destroyers, the rightful owners of Nightslayer. We are supreme. Every guild crumbles to us. The Guard, dead. Golden Boys, defeated.
If that's the type of community left free to run around on their game even after being exposed to hundreds of thousands of players, what first impression are you leaving as a company to brand new players who are maybe waiting to try Classic Plus? Even their own employees find the company a joke when they're willing to risk their jobs and financial security to help out content creators cheat in Mythic Plus so they could brag over on Twitter about how insane they are at the game. The reputation of the company has been literally at an all-time low at this moment in time, yet people are expecting a product from them which is supposed to revive the franchise. Classic Plus, even from current Blizzard, could still shape up to be an absolutely stellar product. But here's the problem. While Blizzard was busy fighting their internal battles and trying to reshape retail World of Warcraft into a housing simulator, disgruntled fans took the opportunity at hand and already created Classic Plus, multiple times in fact, such as Turtle WoW and Ascension COA, to actually pretty outstanding success. Even current Blizzard could not let that stand, and they've been fighting these servers and the idea they stand behind for the majority of this year. While it's normal that the company wants to protect their IP, when you have bad reputation already, it will only drive even more people away from you. And that's pretty brutal when you're trying to get a little bit of goodwill before you reveal a brand new product at BlizzCon. If we for a moment forget the Classic Plus was already created multiple times and also forget Blizzard's terrible reputation and we only look at their most recent products, which would be Midnight Retail World of Warcraft and the Burning Crusade Anniversary, the latter has been basically put on autopilot since launch and not a single developer intervened to try to fix the most obvious issues ever in the game, like bloated economy and abusive loot rules inside the Burning Crusade community. In fact, TBC was such a mismanaged mess that in order to try to help Midnight's buggy and disaster launch, they took away the skeleton crew that worked on TBC to try to help over on Midnight. The WoW community itself plays a major role in how Blizzard sees their games. On one hand, you have people encouraging them to do the hashtag no changes releases while they're completely ignoring the fact that Era still exists and they could go and play original World of Warcraft every single day of their lives. And then you also have the other crowd which amounts to retail minus. They want to have Mythic Plus and retail's gameplay and class design in a classical world. The bottom line is that Blizzard within its current state has to appeal to so many different player tastes while also making sure that the product remains, well, profitable. My only wish is that they try to do more than the bare minimum that they have been doing for a while. Release a product you are confident in and we will go from there. But this can only work if you will cooperate, Blizzard. Please listen this time around. If their plan will be the same old tired formula, release, patch it every 6 months, drop a store mount, apologize on Twitter for a bad patch for the 5th time and then release the next expansion while avoiding most obvious community issues and concerns about Classic Plus, well then we're just back to square one and Classic Plus will fade into irrelevancy gradually but surely, like its older brother, Season of Discovery. One thing which personally always bothered me about Blizzard is the fact that they never go off the beaten path. For example, they will plan an expansion, let's take TBC Anniversary, they will have a plan how that expansion will launch and they will completely ignore any issues that kind of spontaneously happen in TBC and they will just go via the plan and never change anything, even if it's the most obvious fixes that would take one developer only one afternoon to fix and make the Burning Crusade a much more attractive place for retail players, new players, and other people. This philosophy of creating a plan in Windows Excel and then just sticking to it no matter what really doesn't work anymore. There's a lot of random problems that can occur in your game, and you need to be ready to fix them on time. When you wait too long for those things, well, people are just gonna leave. And as we just discussed earlier, there's plenty and plenty of private servers where people can just go and play Classic Plus, which was already created and which will probably have more content than whatever Blizzard will deliver with Classic Plus. It's kind of hard to compete with 21 classes when you are most likely going to launch 2 classes, which are probably going to be DK and Demon Hunter, and then you also abandon the game for 3 months because you're following a little plan you made 6 years ago. Gaming development doesn't work like that anymore. You need to be kind of reactive to the problems in the community. Let's say gold farming and too many bots are a problem on Classic Plus. We need them acknowledging the problem literally on day 1 and fixing it by week 3. And if they're not willing to do something like this for us, for the community, then what really makes Classic Plus so different? Couple new classes that are just gonna be bested at versions from retail, couple new raids and a dungeon. It's not enough, Blizzard. You need to do better. Will Blizzard this time around actually turn the page and listen to the community on time? Time will tell. But for now, this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.